Hello everybody, welcome back to Red Eagle Politics. Make sure to like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. So Justice Breyer, many people out there probably don't know who he is unless you're super politically inclined, because he is one of the lesser known Supreme Court justices. But he has decided to retire on the Supreme Court. Now Justice Breyer, Stephen Bryer, is a liberal. He is not as liberal as Sotomayor, but he is one of the, more liberal justices on the Supreme Court. I believe that he was appointed by Bill Clinton back in the day, and he's fairly old. He's old, and he said he wasn't going to retire didn't have any plans to retire in early 2021 when Biden took office, but now he is retiring mainly because they probably know that Democrats are going to be completely screwed in the midterms, and they know that Republicans will have not really a filibuster-proof majority, but a nuclear option-proof majority to the point where they will say, we have a mandate, we're going to block any replacement that you guys put forward. And this is true. And we are going to get into this, but I have to say one more time, make sure you guys sign up for the website if you want exclusive REP content at redeaglepolitics.com. Just 16 cents a day will get you all these exclusive videos and more redistricting analysis, extra 2022 analysis, as well as articles. You get to join the Discord server as well. There's over 100 very active members. Everybody likes it so far. So if you guys want to become a part of the exclusive membership club, join at redeaglepolitics.com. But beyond that, Justice Breyer retiring. Is this good news or bad news? I don't think it's either or. I really don't, because whatever individual they're going to put on the Supreme Court is going to vote the same exact way. And honestly, if Breyer was retiring under a Republican administration, I wouldn't be super thrilled either, because I know exactly how most of the Republican-appointed judges and justices have voted consistently, besides Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. All of them pretty much are just extremely milquetoast, they're extremely weak, and they cave on arbitrary issues. I mean, we see this. There's a reason why there's a jab mandate for healthcare workers. Yes, we got the victory in regards to the Supreme Court rejecting Biden's corporate mandate. That is true. I'm glad about that. And it's probably preferable, yes, that we do have conservatives than liberals on the court for things like that. But a lot of the conservatives on the court can't necessarily conserve anything to the point where, no, I'm not super thrilled by these right-wing justices, and I'm not. So this begs the question, though, who is going to replace Breyer? Because it's probably going to be a Democrat, obviously, unless we find a way to block the judge. And Sinema and Manchin basically get to pick the justice as well, which might be good news in the fact that you might get a replacement that is a little bit more right-leaning, but still is going to be liberal. So Republicans are going to be angry. Democrats are not going to be happy. It's going to energize Republicans in the midterms significantly, no matter who the appointment is. But we do know that Biden said that he would appoint a black woman. So Biden's not really caring about qualifications. He's caring about skin color. He cares if they're a woman or not. That's really all he cares about. He doesn't care about qualifications. But who's it going to be? I mean, there's a laundry list of people it could be out there. Associate justices that Biden could appoint. Fairly establishmentarian individuals. And we understand that. And we'll probably get more intel on this as we get closer. But beyond that point, I think it's important to understand that there might be a candidate for the court, a quote-unquote black woman, a quote-unquote attorney general in the past, former senator in the past. And I think you guys know where this is going if you pay close enough attention to politics. And that is the fact that Biden might unironically pick Kamala Harris, because there's been reports, and hear me out, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. We'll talk about why it might not happen in a minute. But if Biden wants to get rid of Harris, because there's all these reports, Biden has conflict with Harris. Biden wants to get rid of Harris. And we know he can't do it. What is he going to do, get rid of his VP or replace her immediately? I mean, that's going to make the far left go angry, even if they don't like Kamala based off of identitarian issues, because she's the first black woman vice president and the first woman vice president and the first black vice president. And getting rid of her doesn't really fit their identitarian worldview. So the only way he can get rid of her optically is elevate her to a higher position, make her the first black woman on the Supreme Court. She has the legal experience, she checks the racial box, she checks the gender box, and he can get rid of her this way because she's so unlikable and she's not going to run for president in the future. Democrats would rather have Hillary because they know Hillary's more likable and electable than Kamala Harris, believe it or not. And who does Biden get to make his VP after that? Interesting. Maybe he could make Hillary the VP. Maybe he could make a wide variety of people the VP if he's really worried about Gretchen Whitmer's reelection prospects, as he should be. Maybe he'll make her his VP because the optics of her losing a governor's election are just too weak. So either way, whoever if this actually happens and Harris somehow gets on the court, whoever he replaces, it's going to be a train wreck. Now, people are saying, well, Kamala Harris can't necessarily vote to confirm herself. I have seen conflicting reports on that. I believe Jeff Sessions voted for himself to be confirmed to the Attorney General position for that appointment. So I don't know if that's entirely true. But either way, it just takes 50. Would Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema vote for Kamala Harris? Not if they really want to be reelected. But at the same time, I don't know. You never know what Murkowski could do. I mean, I'm sure Murkowski might oppose because she has to win a primary and has to, win over enough conservative voters at crunch time. Susan Collins might do it. I mean, we know how Republicans are. Republicans tend to vote for the nominees of our opposition all the time because Republicans are weak and Republicans are just dumb by and large, or at least the Republican officials. Obviously, we're part of the Republican base, you could say. But one thing they are good at is blocking justices. Now, it's not like the judges, like I said, that they appoint are much better by comparison because they're not. But Time Magazine now reports that Republicans could block Breyer's replacement. They could get it done. And it mentions the fact that the Senate is 50-50. Kamala is breaking the tie. So technically the nuclear option is meant as the last resort, and we understand this, but it can only go into motion if the Judiciary Committee reports the nomination to the floor, which is a procedural move, and technically Republicans are split on the committee. And if all Republicans oppose and all the Democrats support, the nomination kind of could get thrown out hypothetically on a technicality, and beyond that point, they might not have enough support to get it done. So technically, Biden would have to either pick a centrist, or they could actually resurrect the nomination of somebody who was already blocked in the Judiciary Committee. Who would that be? Kind of reminds me of the fact that you might actually get to see Merrick Garland be promoted from Attorney General in that case to the Supreme Court. And if that is the case, a lot of the Democrats are going to be livid. They're going to be saying, well, Biden promised a black woman, McConnell is being racist and all this other stuff because they didn't exactly get the pick that they wanted, which is actually very interesting. So we'll see if this technicality plays out. I mean, we have probably weeks before this is actually decided. But either way, I wouldn't put it past me if Biden decides that his pick is Kamala Harris because she has the technical qualifications, because according to Biden, she is a black woman. She does objectively have legal experience. She was Attorney General of California. That is a high-profile enough position for somebody to potentially get on the Supreme Court. But because the Senate is so close, it might not happen. We'll have to see. There's a lot of questions surrounding it. It is a very complicated process. But Breyer's retirement, I don't think it's going to change much. I really don't. But crazy political implications might be in play because of this. And it should be entertaining to watch in the coming months what happens with this. Because I don't think, like I said, it won't affect the midterms very much. But if Democrats, if they actually do decide to push through or try to push through somebody like Kamala Harris, or even somebody who's just similar to Kamala Harris on ideology, somebody who's unlikable, it's not going to bode well for Democrats. They're not going to be energized. Republicans are going to be more angry. They're going to be more energized to get out and vote, probably especially if there is a confirmation. And if there's not a confirmation, I don't think it's going to be enough to overrun the national environment. Even if you do see higher Democratic turnout, it would be more similar to the Republican higher turnout we saw in 2018 due to Kavanaugh, it's not going to be enough to stop the bleeding whatsoever. And Republicans will still have a very successful showing in November. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like this video down below, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.